Hi everyone. Now we are moving on to Unit 2, Lesson 3, Notation, Interval, and Inequality. So I'm going to hop over to Delta Math and look at our Lesson 3 here. Okay, our first problem is number lines and inequality notation. Graph the interval represented in inequality notation on the number line. Okay, I had some trouble with my circles before. Let's see if I can get it to work. X is less than or equal to negative 10, or X is greater than or equal to negative 6. Okay, so we're going to go over here to the negative 10, and we have our less than or equal to, so we know we're going to need a closed circle. So I'm going to click here. Oh man, oh, I did it. All right. Okay, so we have a closed circle on negative 10, and it is pointing to the left for the less than. Then our other one, we know X can be greater than or equal to negative 6. So we're going to go over here to number negative 6, and we want another closed circle and drag it all the way this way. Okay, so we should have two closed circles and nothing in between there. Let's see if we did that right. Great, okay. All right. So our next one is number lines and interval notation. Okay, so and if you don't remember, you can go back and look at your notes. A lot of nice notes that show you the interval notation and the inequality notation and have the number line right there for you. So I referred back to these a few times while I was practicing, and it really helped me. Okay, express the interval shown on the number line in interval notation. So we're going to go back here so we know we're going to want either soft parentheses or a hard bracket. Okay, and that if we do have the two parts, that we know we're going to need that symbol in the middle. So let's take a look. Okay, we just have one, and we have an open circle at 8 and going all the way to negative infinity. So we know we need parentheses on both parts. Okay, and we know we also have a negative infinity. Take our symbol there, and we can go back, and we need a comma. And then we need a positive 8 and a closed parentheses. Okay. All right, just to look at that again, we know anytime we have positive or negative infinity, we know that that will not be included. So we have to use our parentheses. And we also use parentheses for 8 because we have an open circle. For a closed circle, we would have used the hard bracket. And then finally, we have inequality notation and interval notation. All right, so this one express the interval using inequality notation. All right, so you can go back here and kind of remember what the inequality notation looks like. That's where we'll have our greater than, less than type signs. All right, we have a negative infinity and a negative 5. So we know, and we have the hard bracket there. So we know that X can be any X is going to be any negative 5 or less. So we can do X is less than or equal to negative 5, right? Or X can be greater than or equal to 8. Let me just check that it's right before I explain it. Okay, great. All right, so this one, the number line is there to help you visualize it. So you saw me kind of stumbling over this one. We know that it can be equal to negative 5 or anything less than negative 5. So that's what this is. X can be less than or equal to negative 5. And then here, it can be equal to 8, and then all the way up, infinity, infinity. So anything greater than 8. So that's where I got the X is greater than or equal to 8. And take your time like I did. It took me a few minutes, but I got it right. It takes me a little while to visualize it. Hope it